Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope that you're doing well. Today's January 30th, and that is the birthday of Miss Rebecca Lovell. I don't know whether it's Lovell, like Rose Lovell, the soccer player, or Lovell, like the astronaut who was on Apollo 13, Jim Lovell. But however you pronounce it, Lovell or Lovell. It's her birthday. Her and her sister have formed a great duo in the band Larkin Poe. And I think it's time we give them a little bit of spotlight, and specifically Rebecca on her birthday, which is today. So we're going to listen to a killer little song that's called Summertime Sunset.
My baby is a killer. She don't even care.
So I was at work on Saturday, a few days ago, and I was having a conversation with a client, and we were talking about blues icons passing away and legends going. I think it started around the fact that Eric Clapton's Crossroads Festival was last year, and they were wondering if he was going to do another one because he's getting up there in age, and he doesn't do them every year. Or hasn't done them every year, I should say. And we were like, at some point it will be painful, but at some point he's going to go, and Buddy Guy's going to go, and other heroes are going to go or have already passed, whether you're talking about, BB King passing away a few years ago or what have you. And the question came up in the conversation. The question came up as to, well, who do we think will carry on the flame? Who do we think will carry on the torch for real musicianship, but also specifically blues music and blues guitar playing specifically? And, the standard answers came around. I was like, you know what? I mean, Warren Haynes is still doing it all these years. But, he's getting up there. There's no denying that. And then you've got, of course, we mentioned Gary Clark Jr. We mentioned Joe Bonamassa. I think I mentioned Susan Tedeschi. And obviously Derek Trucks. But and a few others got named, and I think we both basically forgot to mention Larkin Poe, and the Lovell Sisters, and so, or the Rebecca Lovell and her sister, and I think that's an oversight. I think when I go back and I listen to some of the Larkin Poe stuff, and specifically in this instance, this particular song, it makes me realize that. The blues ain't going away. Blues rock ain't going away. Guitar playing ain't going away. You might not see it pushed as much on mainstream radio or, TV or whatever it is. Why? Because it's harder for record companies to back a band because it costs more to record an actual instrument than it does to create something on a computer and loop it over and over again and sing, pop songs or hip hop tracks over it. It's a lot more expensive to produce a band than it is to produce some of these pop artists that are out there and hip hop artists. And so a lot of their stuff is self-funded. And, it used to be back in the day, you would tour to support an album, and now you put out an album to support a tour. The money's in touring now, whereas before the money was in record sales. And a lot of that comes from the fact that things like the internet and streaming services, much as we saw over the course of the last year with all of the strikes going on with the Writers Guild and the Actors Guild and other artists, striking, that they're not getting paid nearly what they used to be when they actually had physical, tangible numbers to go by that the industry was actually willing to share. How many records did this song, sell? How many movie tickets did this movie sell? How many people were watching this television show? Now it's all streaming and on demand. And again, the companies that are in charge of this stuff are not sharing the information. And so damn right the artist should feel slighted and want to fight back a little bit. People talk about the price of ticket sales going up. Well, ticket sales have gone up in part, not entirely. A lot of it has to do with the greed of the industry, not necessarily the artist, but the industry. But the ticket sales have had to go up in price because they're not selling the records. They're not selling the songs. The songs are being streamed and downloaded and played on Spotify and SoundCloud and YouTube Music and Amazon Music. And they're not getting paid what they would have if they had actually sold a tangible CD or tape or record. And in a way, I guess it's actually kind of a good thing that vinyl is making a bit of a comeback and people are collecting record albums again, because you're starting to see a swing back more towards a tangible a tangible artifact of the time and the recording. And I still love buying vinyl. I still love buying CDs. So that's why I've got, a pile of CDs just at my knee right now. And so in a way that's good, but still not everybody is following that. The streaming services that beam directly into your car or into your cell phone are really dominating things. And unless, the industry starts sharing the revenue that they're making off of the streaming services, artists are going to have to play more live shows, and they're releasing records to support the live performances. I've spun off on a tangent, and I do apologize for that. I was talking basically about how it's good to think that although you're not seeing as many of them, you are still seeing actual musicians play music, and that is the case with Larkin Poe. And so we got to say happy birthday to Rebecca and wish her the best on her birthday. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Go listen to some music again. Go buy a record, for God's sakes. Go buy a CD. Find the joy of owning a tangible piece of material, and pay the artist, for God's sakes. With that said, hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. We can talk about it further. Just know that I appreciate you all, and I wish you well. Take care.